7 of whom are black, 3 are white, and 3 are Asian. And this is his third speech, From Dream to Reality. He will spend 5 to 7 minutes attempting to inspire us via references to a famous speech and explain specifically what that speech means for his own family. Please help me welcome Rodney Bliss.
I'd like to take you back to August 28th, 1963. It was a brutally hot summer that year. A summer that seethed not just with heightened temperatures, but with heightened tensions. It was a summer racked not just with conflicted policies, but with conflicted people. The National Mall in Washington, D.C. is crowded to overflowing today. 250,000 people, most of them black, have made their way to our nation's capital to listen to a speech that will define not just a movement, but a generation. Young black preacher steps to the microphone. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down as in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Now he spends nearly 20 minutes speaking, and I have only 5 to 7. And my poor efforts pale next to his soaring oratory. He shares his condemning view of our past and his prophetic, hopeful vision for our future. His speech spans the nation. He says, "Let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring to the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring to the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring to Stone Mountain of Georgia. And let freedom ring to Lookout Mountain of Tennessee." See, he has come today to tell us about dissatisfaction. The Negro will not be satisfied so long as their basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger one. We will not be satisfied while our bodies, heavy with fatigue, are denied lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the cities. We can never be satisfied while a Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and a Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. He had no way of knowing of a young black boy growing up in Honolulu, Hawaii, who had just turned 2 years old, the son of a white mother and a black father. This boy would not only gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the cities, but he would gain lodging in a house while less than a mile from where he stood must have felt as inaccessible to that preacher as the surface of the moon. Rather than walk the streets of ghettos, he would trod the hallways of power. Rather than question for what to vote, he would be the one for whom they vote. For 150 years, a black man had waited for our nation to deliver on the promise that all men are created equal. Less than 50 years later, the first black president, standing on the shoulders of these giants, would reach the ultimate height of achievement. Dream indeed. Now, you are no doubt familiar with the most famous lines from this speech. "I have a dream today that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they are judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today." Now, as stirring as those sentiments are, it's the next paragraph that makes this particular speech personal, poignant, and inspirational for me. I have a dream in the state of Alabama, whose governor's lips are presently dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, will be transformed to a situation where little black boys and black girls can join hands with little white boys and white girls and walk together as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. At night, when I look around my dinner table at the faces of my children, or I see them kneel down with their heads bowed to pray, I am grateful that my little black boys and black girls, and my little white boy and white girls, together with little Asian boys and Asian girls, can join together and walk as sisters and brothers. Dream indeed. As a nation, we have a long ways to go to recognize and realize Dr. King's dream. But for me and my family, his dream has become my reality.